Sometimes you just feel so drained, bro. Drained from work, drained from family, drained from people constantly pulling you away from things. And it gets to the point where you barely have any energy left for yourself. And here's the thing, bro. If you don't take the time to detach yourself and be able to focus on things in silence, you're gonna burn out. You're gonna lose yourself and your spirituality. So today, I wanna talk about why it's important to detach and go ghost sometimes. And also put the focus back where it belongs, on yourself. Let me tell you why I'm such a big believer on detachment. First off, work. Work will drain the hell out of you. Bosses, co-workers, managers who want to low-key play favorites, all of this is going to demand your time and your energy. Especially if you're working 40 plus hours a week, you come home and you barely have time for yourself. And all of this takes up a lot of your time and your mental energy. Family will also drain you, bro. Especially high maintenance ones that feel that they're entitled to your energy and your availability. And if you don't show up for them, they're gonna do their best to make you feel guilty. Friends will even drain you, bro. The ones who wanna gossip, constantly talking about other people, the ones who don't grow spiritually and mentally, the ones who are stuck doing the same shit for the last 10 years. And yet they want you to sit there right next to them, never growing, never improving themselves. You see, when you're pulled in all these directions, it leaves very little time for you to focus on the one person who you're responsible for, yourself. You wanna know what I learned, bro? And this is what I actually wish I learned in my 20s. When you're too available to some people, it increases the chance of a problem starting. When people know that they can call you at any time, drain you with all this gossip and drama, pull you away at any time, they most definitely will. It also means they don't respect your time either. And after every interaction with them, you feel completely empty. You gave all this energy to them, and after you leave, you have nothing left. You see, that's the cost of always being available. So you have to know when to detach. Because if not, you get socially exhausted, mentally drained, and your spirituality is completely off balance. But when you go completely ghost, even for a little while, bro, it changes everything. Going ghost allows you to recharge. You may not realize it. Your mind and your spirit, it has kind of like a battery. And when you're available for all these things, your job, your friends, your family, every single time, eventually that battery depletes. You ever notice how sometimes you walk away from people and you just want to go to sleep? That's what that is, bro. That's your batteries needing a recharge. And when you go ghost, it allows you to recharge and get quiet, reflect, and really hone in and listen to your thoughts. You get beside yourself. You get to listen to yourself for once. See, me personally, I love going for walks. Sometimes I leave my phone behind. But when I do bring my phone, notifications are off, my phone is on DND, I don't even bother with social media other than for business. But any kind of gossip, drama from friends I went to school with, family members, I don't get involved with it. The only notifications that I care about are from my bank. I'm being so serious, bro. I don't really care what's going on with other people. I don't try to immerse myself in other people's business because all of that is too mentally draining for me. And the truth of the matter is, none of that helps me. It doesn't help me grow spiritually, mentally, financially. None of that helps me. And it may sound selfish, but you know what, dude? How I look at it is, I'm the only one that lives with myself, my spirit, my mind, it all lives with me. So I have to make sure I show up for my mindset, my spirituality. I have to make sure those things get nourished. I have to make sure those things are taken care of. If I put my spirituality and my mindset behind and then put everybody else's problems before mine, that's a great way for me to end up becoming stressed, drained, and I can't allow that for myself. I need space. That's the whole thing about going ghost. When I'm ghost, I'm able to focus on things that really matter. My goals, my dreams, my peace. And when I come back, I'm refreshed. And I can actually engage with people without there being any problems. And I know sometimes you'll feel guilty for doing this, like you're doing something wrong for wanting time for yourself. But here's the truth. It's not selfish. You're looking out for your spirit, your mind. You're looking out for the well-being of yourself, because that's important too. If you got low maintenance people in your life, those are low-key the best people to keep in your life. They're not gonna get mad when you go ghost for a little while. They have their own life, their own thing. You can go weeks or even months not talking to them, and they're not gonna take it personal. And when you actually do reconnect with them, it's like nothing happened. But go ahead and try and talk to these high maintenance people after going ghost. They'll get mad. They'll even demand, why didn't you text me back? Why haven't I heard from you? Now all of this just creates more drama, and you don't need that. You have to protect your peace. That's the truth. Even if it means people get upset. Because your life is not about constantly maintaining the emotions of other people. It's about growing into the person you want to be. And sometimes, yeah, relationships will fall apart once you start detaching. And if that happens, well, then that's your sign. Because if a friendship, a family bond, or a relationship can't survive because you decide to start focusing on yourself, then it was never real to begin with. And that's something you have to most definitely keep in mind. The right people will understand. The wrong ones are going to expose themselves one way or another. So if you've been feeling tired, drained, or stretched thin, then this is your sign to go ghost, at least for a little while. This is your chance to regroup and to enjoy your solitude. Now, I'm not saying you gotta go ghost forever, but just long enough to reset. And your body's gonna communicate this with you. This is also gonna give you a chance to connect with yourself, which is what you need if you wanna grow spiritually. And if you're in your 30s like me, starting over, then this is the most important time for you to start protecting your peace and your energy. Because without focus, without peace, you'll never have the strength to build on something new. So don't be ashamed, man. Go ghost, protect your energy, put yourself first. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one that has to live with you. And if you found this video helpful, feel free to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.